My name is Rachel Handren, and I am the owner of 360 Dance Center. When I was starting my journey of opening my business, I was just researching everything that I could, finding all the options to inform me well of what I was doing. If I was making a smart decision to open my business, I wanted to make sure I was doing the right thing. And someone, which I can't remember who, but they referred me to Women Venture. I looked it up, and I was really just interested in everything that you guys had. And all the classes, all the programming. There were so many mentoring opportunities and volunteer opportunities. I had to get involved in some way, shape, or form. When I started my business, I was working at a recreation center, working with kids, and the pandemic shut everything down. And with that, it shut down mental health opportunities for these kids and physical opportunities for these kids. And so a lot of those families reached out to me and told me, hey, my kid is really struggling. Could you help us? Or even the kids themselves coming to me and say, hey, I really miss you. I really miss dance. Can I do something with dance with you? And so the more I looked into it, the more I was like, I have to do this. It was really a calling for me. And I think more than anything else, I love to mentor kids. I love to help them figure out what's the next step for them, what is their next best choice for them, not necessarily for me or what we think that the kid needs. We want to really encourage them for what they should do for their future and how they can sustain their own choices. And so especially with the pandemic, I do feel that a lot of kids need that support. And so that was a really big social aspect anyway. And then to tie along with that, I see that there's a lot of things in the community that needs help as well. So I figured I could use my business as a platform to help me with that as well. 360 is really centered around community outreach as well as giving back to the communities. So we require our competition students to partake in community outreach events, including we did a food and clothing drive, which we raised over 2,000 pounds of food last year and over 1,000 articles of clothing for local shelters around the area. We've participated in Feed My Starving Children. We reached out to a local senior home and asked if they would be okay with us creating a little performance for them. We also created Christmas cards and a lot of fun little notes with a little Polaroid of the kids, just wishing them a happy holiday and everything. So we really want to see who's in our community that isn't reached as much as maybe others are, and really give back to them and find a way for the kids to figure out how they can very easily give back to the community. I, out of everything, love that light bulb moment for kids when they grasp something for the first time. They understand how to lift their bodies in the air in a leap, or how to do multiple turns in a row and getting it right the first time. That look on their face of just like, I did it. That's just incredible. I also just love seeing the growth from day one to day question mark, right? Of seeing, if my kids come at the age of 3 and if they leave, graduating from high school, that's an incredible growth to see in a human being in general. And so being able to be that person and be that mentor for our kids and just to support them, that's so inspiring to me to see how they are developing and growing as future adults and whatnot too. We won 4 sportsmanship awards last year, and we went to 4 competitions, so it was a 4 for 4. But yeah, so I would really say that one of the biggest things is that I love how my kids have taken my passion, which is to love on others, and they have now loved to love others too. So that's a huge thing that I'm really inspired by. So next for 360, we are just working to continue to develop our classes to get back to what normal will look like now for kids and for students, and building the classes that they need for them versus maybe things that we were doing in the past. So it's going to be a time of research and finding out what is happening in the community. I have used Women Venture to kind of chat about what are the needs and what are some things that we could do and what are some volunteering opportunities that even the kids could do themselves too. Moving forward though, in the next few years, I would love to start a nonprofit for our dance center to create scholarships for kids so that they can have access to dance or mentoring. We talk a lot about nutrition and anatomy and goal setting, and I want to create scholarships so that kids can come in and feel supported and feel that they can pursue their dream, pursue just a unique avenue of exercise and artistic expression. I feel that Women Venture has a lot of great resources on how to expound upon future intentions and all the mentoring and just the help that I've received already. I just know that I would have so much support. Women Venture will continue to be something for as long as I am owning this business. So. Yeah, one of the biggest things I would say is just thank you for the recognition that that we're made visible through Women Venture and made visible through just help getting our studio set up and our dance center set up. And Women Venture helped supply our floors. And so our floors are what literally support us and keep our bodies healthy and strong. So without that, I would be likely closer to arthritis than I am right now. So I have to say a huge thank you for that. But just even knowing that I have a whole team of women and donors and supporters just behind my back feels incredible. I can't put words to that. So I want to say a huge thank you to everyone that made this possible, and that is making women's dreams come true in business.